Okay, hello, hello. Just testing. Alright, I guess it's working. Okay, so hello everyone. Hello again. Second stream today, right? I'll go back developing the game, right? So without further ado, let's get right into it. Let me just put some music and first of all, take the cover. Oh yeah, now you can see me very well. Okay, going back to the game. First thing, the soundtrack. I'll use the TUNIC soundtrack again. Let me just see if the description is alright. So you can check the live formed as well. The composer of the TUNIC soundtrack. That game is so good you you should play it. Oh yeah. Everything's alright, everything's fine. Pretty good, pretty good. Again, sorry for my creaking chair. It will be an important part of today's stream. Of every stream on this month, to be honest. Unfortunately, I'm feeling kinda sick, so my throat is not very good. I'm drinking good old tea, lemon and ginger tea. Very good. With just a little bit of sugar. That helps with the throat. So I'll try to not talk too much, right? And I'll take short breaks to drink some of my tea. Like the one I did right now. Okay, going back to the character, alright? Let me just see. I had a few ideas today of what I can do with this character. You know, it's kind of bothering me a little. That's very similar to Lola from My Sweet Guns. Let me just show you that, okay? It's not going to take too long. Games, my games. Oh yeah, here you can see all the folders of my other projects, of my other games, alright? You can just see it here. All of them are here. Not all of them, because a lot of them I just deleted. Completely deleted from existence. So yeah, I wish I didn't do that. But unfortunately, I already did it in a moment of stress and stuff like that. I just deleted them. Very sad. I wish I could just see them as well. But yeah, they're not here anymore. But let me just see. Okay, the one in question was this one. It takes a while because it's a very big folder. Okay, let me just ask for Lola. Let me just open the A Sprite version, okay? Yeah. Okay, see this character here? Very similar, you know. The colors are more saturated because the color palette that I was using here is very different. It's actually the same color palette from Soulslinger, and it has the same color palette as Marimoth as well in here. But it's pretty much the same palette as Soulslinger. For Smack, which is the title of the game that I'm developing right now, I decided to go with a less saturated color palette. Yeah, this is why the colors feels very different, but the shades themselves are pretty much the same. You can see the similarities here on the left side. Yeah, they're pretty much the same. Oh, let me just play the music, right? I was forgetting about that. Yeah, now it's good. Okay. You can see that the character is pretty much the same. right? Blue eyes, the same outline color as well, and the hair color also is very similar. But yeah, I decided I'll try some new design choices, especially for colors, but I'm gonna settle with this one because if I ever remake my speed guns, which is actually in my plans to do, it's in my to-do list, I could make a Easter egg, a reference to Smack in that game. It would be really good if you could play as the maid from Smack as a alternative skin for Lola. Would be pretty fun, actually. I think it's a neat idea. So yeah, you can see the similarities with the sprites, right? Yeah, but this one is a very, like, different style. As you can see here, it's just 4 frames for each action. Like, this is the idle, this is walking, yeah. But the rules of the walking cycle are pretty much the same, right? But yeah, it's nothing nothing to do with the game that I'm working right now. So let me just take that away. Okay, back onto our lovely maid. What can I do to make it better? Let me just see if everything's working fine. It's just simple procedure. Yeah, it's working really good. Almost broke my stylus. Very bad. Wish to not do that again. Dude. Alright. Everything's fine. Let's go back. For her eyes, I decided that I want to try them being green. If they're green, you see, it completely changes the vibe. It gives her a more serious feeling. Let me try to make her hair brown. I want to test it just for fun. Okay, so first of all, let me just select it so it doesn't change the colors of the bow down there. Yeah. Will I change her colors for good? Probably not. Because, you see, it's already pretty strange, you know? Yeah, I will not waste time here. I'll just use her normal colors, including her blue eyes. I think they're very lovely. I can even try something different. I can try a greenish blue for her eyes. It's very similar, to be honest, but I really like the deep blue eyes, like those very blue eyes. Oh yeah, this tea is so good. Oh, sorry. Okay, for the character herself, I think it's that. Let me just rewatch the walking cycle that I kinda don't remember exactly how the rules were. I don't think that yeah, it was like earlier this morning, you know, and I already forgot about it. Oh yeah, so I could just make it like this. Yeah, okay. Here. Oh, it's up. Here it's down. That changes a lot. Okay, so I think it's looking very neat. It's not the best walking cycle animation that I ever made, but I think it's very fun. Actually, let me just see. Okay, wait. Let me just see one thing. Okay, I would like to change the bow tie. Not the bow. Sorry. To move not upwards, but actually downwards. Yeah. Like this. When she goes down, you see, just so her bow doesn't stand too much from the rest. Oh yeah, let me see how it feels. Yeah, it kind of feels good. Okay. I'll not make any other animations for her. Not right now, okay? I'll just leave it the way that she is right now. I'll just leave her the way that she is right now. Kinda like it. It feels very neat. I want to try something different for the tail though, because she's an Ekomimi, so she must have a tail. But I'll try something different for that. Button. Oh yeah. Let's just add the outline. Look at this lovely maid, lovely girl. Maybe I change something on her, maybe I'll change something on her in the future. Maybe I'll add cosmetics, I still don't know. But first of all, I have to know if she work inside the game, right? If she look good and all. Okay, now let me just flip her over, but that's not just it. I want to change the light in her eyes, you know, I want to change it because I feel like just flipping the sprite without changing the details is very not bad, because it's very practical, you know. This is just just me being me, actually. Even though my games are far from perfect, I consider myself a perfectionist, you know, because I often give up on the projects because they are not looking good. Oh yeah. And I really like to add this kind of detail, I think it's very fun. Yeah. Oh yeah. Now that she's completely, like, exported, you know, I can just add her to the game, but I'll not do that right now. Let me just drink some tea and then I'll tell you my plan of action, actually. Okay, so what's my plan of action here? I want to make a hitbox for her first. First I'll make a hitbox and then I'll make a mouse cursor so I can just implement all of that into the game already. I would like to make this shotgun first, but I'll not do that. I'll just make the application on a click team, add the character and the hitbox and everything, then I'll work on the shotgun. Right, because I feel it's a better plan of action than just waiting to have everything finished to just add them to the game. I'm going to do it right now, not later. So let's do that, okay? To make a hitbox, what I usually do is just pick a color that I like. I usually make them blue. The player hitbox, I almost always make it blue. Okay, for this case here, I want it to be this tall. Yeah, I think that this tall is good, actually. But I would love to just make it a little bit wider. Okay, I'll have to test it a lot. But at first, this is the hitbox of the character, right? Very simple hitbox, to be honest, nothing amazing here. Okay, it will be made hitbox. Perfect. If I ever have to change her hitbox, it's easy to do. Now into the mouse cursor, right? The mouse cursor is kinda tricky. I'll probably have to remake it from scratch a lot of times. But I'm going to try to get the essence here. Okay, so how I want this mouse cursor to be like? I want it to be two separated pieces, right? I want it to be a... Okay, I think I know what I want here. I think... Okay, so let me just do... This is the center. Oh yeah, this is the center, alright? Perfect center of the screen. Then, I'll just make it like this. I think this is good. It's looking neat. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Since the pixels will appear very small, I'll make it with a 4 pixels thick border. You know, something like this. Actually, it would be cool if it takes that entire middle piece here. But to do that, I have to do this. Oh yeah, I think it's looking fun. Very, very interesting, okay? Actually, looking right now, only 4 pixels is kinda not too much. But for a start, it's good enough. Okay. What's going to be the color? Blue again? I kinda like blue, but I kinda like pink as well. Or maybe a more brownish tone would be interesting as well. I don't know. I think I'll just make it brown, you know? Or actually, I have to make it this color, so I can just add the same outline color for the cursor as well, right? So I'll just save it as mouse cursor 1, 1. Actually, no, just save it as mouse cursor. Yeah, 1. 1, 1. Or center 1. Could be center. No. Mouse cursor 1, 1. Because it's going to be a 1 object, but with many pieces, you know. Okay, so now that I have the hitbox, the character, and the mouse cursor ready, now let's just get right into developing the game itself. Okay, so first of all, let me just open QuickTeam. Okay, this is interesting. This is very fun. Creating a new application on QuickTeam is a feeling that I get very rarely, to be honest. Oh yeah, new application. Oh yeah, let me just change the screen here. Let me just see if that's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so as you can see, I just created a new application and create this. Now let's do it from the start. Okay, let's do it from the start. Okay, new application. All right, this will be his Mac. Okay, so I have to configure a few things here to start off. Okay, first of all, no, yeah. I don't quite remember, but I think it's a no. I think it's keep screen radio 0, precise to view, 3, maximizing boot up, heading. I don't think. I think it's no big frame. I have to just like take reference from other projects, you know, to get it right, because it's too many information here. I just too much information here. So this is important. It's going to be 960 and 540. Yeah, this will be the screen resolution. Let me just play it. Neat. A white background. Okay, now this is important. I don't care about it. Okay, Direct 9, VSync. I don't think I'll add VSync here. No, I don't care about it. Okay, first of all, let me just get the ultimate full screen. Yeah. this one is huge. Okay, let me just get the physics engine as well, right? To have it right here. So Ultimate full screen and physics engine. I'll just put them one to the side of the other, you know, like this. These two are extremely important, okay? So first of all, let me just create a starter frame and automatic adjustments and set full screen type to 0. Right, this is exactly what I want. Oh yeah, you can see that it's working because this menu here appears, you know. Okay. One interesting thing though, you see that the game dev livestream bar, October 2024, down there. Yeah, this bar will actually hide a little bit from the game, but I think it's nothing important, you know, like the majority of the game will be on screen. So yeah, I think it's completely, it's not a problem, no. Okay, so first of all, I'll just save as, not as Tasogare, no, I'm just going to save it as smack. Save. Perfect. Let me just drink some tea very quickly. Dude, I really love ginger. Yeah, I like it. Kinda hurts my throat a little bit, but it's a good feeling, you know. With the lemon and the sugar as well, it makes a really good tea. Especially when you're feeling kinda sick. I said that I would not be talking too much, but I'm talking a lot more than in my first stream actually. So yeah, let's go back to the game. Okay, one thing that I have to do, first of all, is here, I'm pressing key ESC and F5, right? ESC will end the application and F5 will restart current frame. This is very important for me to test the game itself. Oh, always and start a frame. Oh yeah, I feel this is perfect. Okay. Now, let's add the characters. First thing that I'll add is the mouse cursor. Mouse cursor 1. Okay. Oh yeah, not Hellblind. No, not Hellblind. I want it from Smack. Where's Smack? Where's Smack? Where's Smack? Oh yeah, if you're wondering, Smack is actually for Shotgun Maid Cafe, right? So it's literally a cafeteria where you control a maid with a shotgun. This is the game itself, you know, like this is the game in its most raw form, you know, the most raw description of the project. Okay, so here I have a perfectly centered cursor. See, this cursor is not very beautiful, it's not pretty. Maybe I'll change it later. I'll probably have to be honest. It's not very easy to get this kind of thing right on the first try, and I'm very afraid that I'll not be able to actually get the maid hitbox and the maid herself good on the first try as well, you know. Okay, so the maid hitbox is going to be right here in the middle of the screen because I need it there. Okay, and then no, wrong wrong buttons. Okay, this is the maid. Okay, now let's just add her animations. R1 and 6. If I'm not mistaken, 16 is a good... I feel like 16 or 14. No, 16. 16 is better. Because it's more frames, you know. It's better 16. And 16 is actually a... Yeah, it's not actually a very good number, to be honest. But I like it, you know. I don't like 15, because 15 is too... I don't know. Like broken number, you know. Like 16 is more broken than 15, but yeah, I like more 16 than 15. It kinda have to do with my OCD, alright, so don't worry about that, don't bother about that. Okay, so R7, this is for the walking cycle, and then L7, This is also for the walking cycle, but to the left side. Okay, now on, right? I feel like this character is looking very pretty. This is her inside the game already. Okay, this is her size, this is her scale and everything. This is how she feels, you know. This is when I give life to her. Actually, her ears look a little bit like horns. It's kind of bothering me a little bit, but I don't bother to change that right now. I'll just leave it this way. Okay, so let's do the programming, okay? Always have this. Actually, no. Okay, start a frame. Have... No. Where is it? Oh, yeah. Hide. Have this position, X coordinate, to be the X position of the mouse, and this to be the Y position of the mouse. Alright, perfect. Then we have start a frame to have its visibility, to be invisible as well, and then always have this position to the hitbox, right? So it just goes over the hitbox. Okay, so I'll not explain everything because it will take a lot of time, but simplifying, right? Making it simple. This always happens all the time. Start a frame happens whenever I change screens. So yeah, when the game runs, it's the best way to just explain it right now. It's when the game starts running, the first frame of the game. So it will just hide the Windows mouse pointer, so you'll not see the cursor, the mouse cursor. Then it just sets the, oh, this is not here. Actually, this is up here. Oh yeah, this is up here. So let me just do this. Perfect. Okay, so I guess it's working fine. And then direction, look in the direction of the mouse cursor. Okay, it's very simple. It always set the cursor to the X and Y position of the mouse, right? And always set the made character to the position of the hitbox, right? So we will not move the character, we'll move the hitbox, right? And then look in the direction of the mouse cursor, right? Yeah, look in the direction of the mouse cursor one. Perfect. This is exactly what I want it to be. Okay, so let me just test it to see if it's working. Oh yeah, you see that the character actually changes and I'm actually controlling this cursor here. Perfect. This is exactly what I wanted to happen. Okay, maybe I'll have to reduce the size of the cursor a little bit, but there's already one issue that I noticed. Okay. This issue is very simple, and it's just the mouse cursor is in the wrong layer, right? Because we always want the mouse cursor to be over the character, right? Yeah, but at the moment I cannot move them, I cannot move it, I cannot do anything, right? So let's add a little bit of that. First of all, let's just save, always save, because it's very important. I lost so much stuff for just random crashes, it's not good. Right, so just set a player speed. Right, I'll leave it 0 for now. So let's just do it. First of all, create a new comment called controls. Right, and then... Okay, so this is just like temporary, right? I'll add key bindings later on. Let me just drink a little bit of that tea. Perfect. Right, so I'll add key bindings later. Okay. So this is very, very simple, very easy. So just set the coordinates of the X plus player speed. Very good. And then left arrow minus player speed. Here is going to set the coordinate, Y coordinate minus player player speed, and then plus player speed. Okay, so now it just should, oh yeah, it should not move because it's 0 at the moment, but if I just put it like 10. Let's just see. Oh, yeah, so as you can see, the character is just moving very quickly to the screen, you know, I can just control it perfectly, right? Yeah. Oh, I just close it on Alt F4. It's actually, there's no problem in doing that, I just have the ESC button, the escape button for that. Okay. Now, what I want to do is set this back to, yeah, let it be 3, you know. Okay, so it will change the animation to walking. Okay, I'll have to redo this later, but that's later. Let's just make it work first. Let's first make it work. Okay, and if it's not, oh, sorry. And if it's not, it will play the stop it animation. Oh yeah, so now it just moves around. She just moves around, she just walks. Oh yeah, I feel like her walking cycle is kinda slow. Maybe if I do this, it will increase the speed of animation a little bit. Now I think it's too fast. No, yeah, to be honest, I feel like 20 is a good number for her speed. Right, perfect, okay. So I'm planning to this be the maximum speed that the player can move around, you know, just by walking. I have a plan to add the skates that I mentioned on the first stream, like roller skates, you know, that you just can dash around with them, you know, slide around. Yeah, perfect. Okay, now that it's working, what's next step? I want to make something. I want to make that the... Let me just open Hellblind, you know. Hellblind is the game that I was working prior to this one, right? That I was just using for tests and stuff. Here's the raycast that I mentioned earlier in my other stream, in my first stream. As you can see, it already has lots of similarities. But yeah, I was just working on that. You can see the other sprites as well. Yeah. Yeah, so the raycast is very interesting. I want to use that in Smack as well, you know. The gun physics is actually very similar. Not physics, but appearance, you know, it's very similar to what I want. Like, it's kind of a 3D, I don't know how to call it. It's not necessarily 3D, but yeah. It gives that impression, a little bit of that impression. Okay, so what I want to... Oh, sorry. What I want to change here is not change. But I want to... Yeah, I have to do something like that. Okay, I remember. Alright. Okay, so... This is the main controls, right? And this is going to be called the player speed. Because it always adds or reduces the position by the player speed, okay? So yeah, I'll just change the player speed, okay? So this, or, not this, or, this, or. This, and this. There's probably tons of best ways of just doing this, but this is the way that I like to do, so yeah. If it's lower or equal, lower to 3, yeah. If it's lower to 3, it will add 1 to player speed. Now the player speed should actually start at 0 and increase every frame. It's going to be not noticeable, you know, right now. But if I add a timer, you can see that it changes a lot, okay? Let me just add a timer of 1 second so you can see, okay? Oh yeah. Do you see the way that it increases the speed? Yeah. So now I just make that 4. And then this. Perfect. Now just add everything. But if none of this is here, and the player speed is actually greater than 0, no, it would be... Let me just see on Hellblind how I did it. If the player speed is lower or equal to 0, it will just change animation to stop it and direction to 0. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, so it have 2. Yeah, it have 2. Alright, it have 2. Good to know. Alright. Yeah. Perfect. Okay, so every 4 frames, so just copy and paste this here very quickly. It will just subtract 1 from player speed. Okay. If it's greater than 0, right? If player speed is greater than 0 and the player is not doing anything, it will just subtract 1 from player speed. Very easy to understand, very simple logic. Yeah, let me just test it. Oh yeah, so it should be working right now. Let me just see on the global values. Oh yeah, player speed is going up very good. The exactly way that I expected it to. This thing that I'm doing right now is not necessarily, it's not necessary, to be honest. It's just something that I discovered, that I tried to do to make the movements of the character a little bit more smoother, Because I feel like the movement on my games is very stiff. So I decided to do something to make it a little bit more smoother, Nothing too crazy. And to be honest, it's barely noticeable. Yeah. Okay. Now, I want something else to happen. I want to make, when the character stop walking, yeah, so I'll just add another called direction right here. Alright, so whenever it moves the character, it will just changes the direction to 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, and to 4. Perfect. Alright, and if the player's speed is actually lower or equal to 0, it will do that, but it will also... Oh yeah, sorry. It will also change the direction to 0. Perfect. Now, what I have to do... Let me see on Hellblind, actually, how I made it. Yeah, so you just do that and set direction to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 0. Perfect. And now here just adds 1, and here just subtracts 1 from player speed. Our direction is 1 and player speed is greater than 0. Perfect. Yeah, it's very simple. If this one direction is equal to 1, 2, 3, or 4, right? And the speed is actually greater than 0. It will just keep moving that direction. Oh yeah, I think that's it. I just change that to this. I think this is it. Oh yeah, so the character walks very slowly and then it keeps walking after the speed is too high, you know. Let me just set the speed to 100 and then I think I overshoot it. Okay, let me just try it again. Maybe 15. You see that she keeps doing the walking. Let me just see if she keeps the animation as well. I think she does. I think she do keep the animation. Yeah, because it's only set to stop it if the player speed is actually lower or equal to 0. So yeah, the character movement is pretty smooth right now. It's just working the exactly way that I wanted to. There's no nothing too crazy going on right now. Oh yeah. Let me just see if everything's working fine. Yeah, okay. Now let's just save again, just to make sure. And then, now I think it's the time that we've all been waiting for. Let's make the gun. Let's make the gun. Okay, so here on Hellblind, you can see that this is the gun, right? This is the revolver. I made it just for fun, you know, I just made this sprite for fun. Yeah, and even the shooting is wrong. Okay. The character, just pretty much the same thing. But what I want to happen is the exact same thing that's happening here, you know? It's just a ray of light. But I just don't want one of these. I want like 4 of these, going to the same direction. Only one of them, though, is going to be the hitbox for the shot. Actually, it's going to be 5 shots, because one of them is going to be the hitbox, and the other 4 are just going to be visuals, you know. I have to experiment a lot with this, but let's just make the shotgun then. Let me just do that. Okay, so to make the shotgun is the same thing as the other sprites, you know. Let me just do something, okay? Let me just get it right here. Let me get the revolver for a reference. Agree. Oh yeah. Low default palette. Let me just get it for reference. Because probably the shotgun will be in a very similar style. I could also open more projects that has more guns, like My Sweet Guns for an example, has tons of guns, as the name suggests. But I'll not be doing that. I'll be making it from scratch, pretty much. And my tea is gone. Again, sorry if my voice is very low. It's just because I'm not feeling very well right now. Yeah. But I'll not let it stop me making my games. I'll work around it. Okay, now let's work on this shotgun. I want this as a reference, but I don't want it to be how it works. I want it to be a C96. Yeah, 96. Let me just see. Yeah, 64. Perfect. This is perfect. Actually, the shotgun is not going to be very big. But if I need, I just change the sprite, you know. I just do that and do this, right? Then take this off. Okay, so what I need to know is that these pixels here, these 2 pixels here, are the center, right? I really want this shotgun to be bulky. Okay, I want this shotgun to be quite a big gun. So the first thing that I have to do is yeah, it's something like this. And this is a good size for the barrel. But that's the thing. That's the thing. It's not going to be the barrel itself. I think that the barrel itself is going to be like this. And then to there doesn't seem quite right. No, I'll just stick to the other pattern right here. You know what? I'll just make them separated from each other. So this is going to be one barrel of the shotgun. It's going to be a really big gun. Because, well, it's a shotgun, you know? It's a blaster. So now let me just do this. Oh yeah, because yeah, but it's going to be something like this for the barrel. I think it's looking neat. So I really do. So I want the shotgun to be very shiny, you know, because again, it should be beautiful. Oh yeah, something like this. And then let me just get it like this. Oh yeah. I think it's quite deep, but I don't mind. Let me just copy and paste this here and just add it here. Oh yeah, very very neat double barrel for the shotgun. If I'm not mistaken, this is not exactly how I made the shotguns in the past. If I'm not mistaken, I kind of merged them to like this, you know, to give that feeling. Maybe I could do it right now, but it's not going to look very good. Yeah, I'm going to try to make them separated. Maybe I'll just fuse them together into one big thing. Or I could just make it like this. No, it's not going to work. Maybe. No, I think I'll just make it separated. Just for the sake of doing it. Because now it's going to mess a little bit with the perspective. So now let me just change all of this here. Let me just change her to be 50-40. I think 40 is good. Is good enough for me to just see it. Okay, I'll have to change her sprite as well. I just thought about that. It's going to be good if I just change her sprites as well. That means that I have to change the hitbox sprite too. It's not very bad, to be honest. It's just I have to do it. Let me see, how long is this one? 18. I don't like it. I don't like this number. I'm going to make it 20 or 16, but I think 20 is going to look the best because I really want a big shotgun. Or I could make it to I could make a shorter barrel to compensate on the rest. It's kind of funky looking. I don't know if I quite liked it or not. Okay, but yeah, it works, to be honest. I want it to be very interesting looking. I want to be very interesting looking then. I want this to be the middle section. And where's the middle section? I mean stuff like this. Yeah. Stuff like this. No, then it kind of gives away the magic of mixing two. 6 or only 4. I think that I will just be using 4. No. Yeah. I will only be using 4, you know. Again, it just takes away that feeling. Okay. Now this should actually be like this. Okay, let me just see if this works. For into, then it's 7 in total. I don't like it being 7, so 8, maybe 8. It's a little bit better, but I don't quite like the looks of it either. I'll probably just scrap this right now and work on it later. Okay, let's just make the gun back, right? The back of the gun. Okay, I want this to give kind of a 3D vibes to it, you know? But then, to do it, I'll have to... This is the best that I can do. You know what? This is good enough. This is definitely good enough. Okay, to give that vibe. To give that 3D feeling, you know? I don't quite like it. Because that's the thing, you know? It is not in the right perspective. But I feel like if I make it this way, it's going to look the best. So I'll just be trying to work that around, you know? It's looking kind of funky. Hey, you know what? I'm going to just make it like this, you know? Yeah, it's kind of looking good enough. This is just the back of the gun, so I'll not worry too much about it. Because the great majority of players will just never see this part, actually. Not a great majority, but a lot of people will not even look at this specific part. Right? Then I have to, okay, have the skin tone right here. The 3, you know. Yeah, so I already have the gun holding. I think I'm going to take a reference from My Sweet Guns. Nos jogos, My Sweet Guns. Here. Double Sweet Shotgun. Perfect. Agree. It's actually uglier than I thought it would be. This one's looking a lot more interesting, if you know what I mean. It's definitely a big gun. That's the reason of the game, you know, you just have to use a big gun. Because it's Shotgun Made Cafe. What else do you expect it? Okay, so I think I'll not be able to just show the character hands. That's something I'm quite worried about. Because at the moment, it's very... How can I put it? Symmetrical. So at the moment, it's very symmetrical, you know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, it's very, very symmetrical. Okay, but I feel like I'm liking it. I'm quite liking it though. Taking off the fact that this is not good. Oh yeah, now it's good. Now it's looking quite shotgunny. You know what I mean by that. Oh yeah, so... Yeah, I feel like I'll not even be... Okay, you know what? It's going to kind of look funky, you know what I mean? Okay, thinking about the method that I'm thinking about making the animations to this gun here is going to look very funky. But well, I'm going to try it anyway. Right, I'll just leave it very symmetrical. It's looking more like a crossbow, to be honest. Something along those lines, you know? Along the lines of a crossbow. Probably don't know exactly what I'm talking about it. Like, what in it looks like a crossbow? I could make it look different. I could make it bigger in this part here. And then I could add the hand of the character right here, you know? Because she's just holding the shotgun in place, you know? Oh yeah, so the hand of the character is right here, holding the shotgun in place. Alright. Like this, you know? It's very, very similar to the shotgun itself, so I don't think it's like recognizable that it's the hand of the character holding the shotgun. It's not looking very good, to be honest, but I'll try with that anyways. Anytime in the future I can just change it. Okay. It's not a big problem. Okay. Now going back to it. It should be good if there were anything with the same shade of red of the rest of the character. I feel like making this the same shade of red. I don't know if that's right. Yeah, I really don't know if it will actually look right, you know what I mean? It's looking kind of funky, to be honest. I feel like this part here should be made out of wood. The part itself that I could change is essentially this part here. That can look with this color here. Oh yeah. I think now it's looking the best. I'm going to just take that away and see it better. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? I want to add something like this here. I truly want to add something like this here. But it's not going to look very good. Even though I feel like adding this little piece here, still don't know what good it will serve. I feel like this is looking pretty neat. But if I just shorten a little bit the handle, you know, it's just looking like a 30. I could just make it twice bigger, but then it's not going to look very good because 18, you know. But you know what? This is the main gun of the game. It should be big, you know. If it's just this, then it's no problem. But if it's this, that may be too big, then it might just be too big of a gun for our character to handle. But don't worry, she's a strong maid. She'll do that. She's the shotgun maiden. Okay. I think it's fun. So let me just see one thing. Yeah. Maybe the barrel is too long. I don't know if the perspective is quite right. I wanted to, at the same time, look like a specific angle, you know, like the character. I really wanted to make the character hands on shotgun, you know? Not just a floating shotgun, more similar to the revolver, you know, where you can see the hands. But here, I don't feel like it's quite possible with this sprite that I created. I feel like I had to change a lot. Okay, so let me just try one thing here. Adding something like this, you know, making a two-barreled shotgun. Like this. I feel like if I have to do it, it's going to look kinda like this. Okay, oh yeah. I think it's going to look kinda like this, which it might not be all that bad, you know, because you can see all the gun and everything. So it may not be all that bad of an option, you know. Then I could just, oh yeah, I could just make it one bigger actually to put the handle down here. Oh yeah, that's quite exciting, you know. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, I want the handle to be very, very big. So it's going to be something along these lines here, you know? Something along these lines here. I feel like this actually works very well. Right. Oh yeah, the handle, I could make it using this color here. Oh, yeah, but then I could just add a little bit of a twist here. It doesn't look quite good, to be honest. Maybe like this. Maybe even closer. Yeah, so from this shotgun to this shotgun, I feel like this one is a little bit more interesting. I feel like I'm going to keep it this way. Right, let's just add some further details. No, let's just add some further details. Okay. I don't know if this is looking quite right. Maybe I'll remove the stripes here. Yeah, make it something like this. Then I could just change it even further. This one is very good actually, but this one is more like my way of making things. I really don't know which one is best. Actually, I'm just going to save this right now. Not into my sweet guns, actually into smack. Shotgun dot ace sprite. Yeah. So I can just have both versions and decide which one is better. Let me just make a separation right here. You know? Yeah, so this is the middle, right? 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, so this is actually a very good looking shotgun. From far away, you know? There's just a few things that I have to tweak about it. First is that, then it's this, and then of course the whole thing there. But I think it's looking pretty neat, you know. So maybe I can just expand on it a little bit further, you know. Having something like that shotgun. No, it doesn't look quite right. I'm going to just leave it a 2-piece here. Yeah, something like this, you know. Something along these lines, right? Very good, very good. Can just add another layer down here. So I can just make it like this. And then add another one right here. Oh yeah, so if the shotgun is too detailed, I don't feel like it's a problem at all. I feel like it's just kind of good. Oh yeah. But I feel like this one should be like this. Yeah, No, this one's quite important, so let it leave it there. Let's leave it there. Okay, but the general feeling of the shotgun is kind of good. But now, I'm not satisfied with this thing here. This thing here is just leaving me nervous. You know what I mean? Oh god, I'm not feeling really good right now. Maybe I'll have to stop the stream earlier than I expected. But there's no problem in that, I'll just chill a little and come back to it tomorrow. But I'll do it right now, I'll just work a little bit more. Yeah, I don't quite feel like this is right. No, this is definitely not right. This is definitely not right. Oh, something like this could work a lot better, you know? Something like that could work a lot better. Something like this. Yeah, something like this could work, you know? Because you have all the bottom part of the shotgun as well. But I don't feel quite this is right, you know? I feel like this is a lot better. Because it just gives a little bit more support to the shotgun. But I feel like I'm going to do it like this. Okay. I guess that this here is a lot better than this one. Yeah, I'm kind of evolving, you know? I'm kind of doing it. Okay. Now, let's just save it first. And let's make the back of the gun. You see, this is the shotgun that I made for My Sweet Guns, the double barrel shotgun actually. It's kind of cool, it looks kind of good, but at the same time it's very, I don't know how to call it. Dull. Yeah. It don't have much to it. It does not have much to it. While this one, on the other hand, is a big boy, you know? Big girl. Something like that. Something along those lines. This shotgun is huge. I'm going to save it again. And I feel like I'm going to take a very short break. Like I really need it. But I'll come back to it really soon. Just stay here for a while, okay? Wait for me, don't go away. Okay. I'll be leaving now, I'll come back really soon. I'll leave the music on so you can just keep listening to it. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I just took a short break. Had to take medicine. But yeah. Let me see if everything's alright. The music's still on. Yeah. Let's go back to the game. Right. How can I make this shotgun better? I have to change the back of the gun. Yeah. I have to change the back of the gun. Which means that... Okay, so let me see one thing. Oh yeah, it goes quite almost all the way through there. Like this, but this does not look good. This definitely does not look good. Okay, so something like along those lines, along these lines. Yeah, I feel like this one works. Okay, and then I just make this here a 2 scale, a 2 pixel wide thingy. Oh yeah, like this. And then I have a very simple thingy up here. Yeah, I think it's quite good. Okay, so let me see one thing. 33. It would be funny if it was only 32. Oh yeah, this is it. I think, at least. At least that's what I think. Yeah, it's kind of looking good, you know? Yeah, I do feel like it's looking very promising. Just add another layer of shading, because why not? Shading is very good. One time, I heard a sentence, I don't remember from who, but a artist said that shadow is almost never too much. You're almost never adding too much shadow, because shadow is what gives depth to your piece, right? And that applies to simple paintings, drawings, pixel art, anything, right? So yeah, so if you're an artist, I hope that helps a little bit. It's something that I try to overcome constantly, because I feel like my style is not very good with shadows, you know? I don't use shadows in a very, like, good way. Okay, so look at the difference between these two. I'll pretty much scrap this one already, you know? I don't need it. I really don't. This is the gun that I was imagining, that I was thinking about when I thought about this game, okay? So let me just see one thing. Okay. Let me see the music. This music here is the librarian. Ooh. I remember that I suffered a lot fighting the librarian in TUNIC. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go play TUNIC. It's very good. It's a very, very good game. So, yeah. How can I do this? I feel like I'm not adding shadow here, you know? Yeah, because that's something that you have to keep in mind, okay? Shadow is almost never enough, but at the same time, you have to be very careful about where to add said shadows. You know, because here on the back end of the gun, it looks very whimsical. It looks very good, very interesting. But on this piece here, it kind of I don't know, looks strange if I add more shadows, because it's symmetrical to this piece up here. I know that this shotgun does not make any sense at all from the perspective, right? It looks kinda strange. But yeah, I'll keep it anyway. You know what? Something that I just thought about. I could make a sort of a perspective thing on the back as well. On the back of the gun. Yeah, something like this, and I could just do this. Yeah, sorry about that. I could just do this. I don't think like it looks good. No. I feel like I'll just leave it as simple as this, you know? Because this one is actually very simple as well, you know? Okay, so you can see the pattern from the revolver to the shotgun, right? But the shotgun has a lot thicker barrels, you know? It's a lot more interesting. I'm really liking this shotgun right now. It's feeling very good. Let me just adjust my posture. Ah, my back's hurt a little bit. Okay. And my chair creaks a lot. It makes a lot of sound. You don't know how painful it is. When I was recording the videos for Merry Mouse Linger and Forest of Strays, to have my chair always creaking in the background, yeah, it's kind of sad. But I like this chair, it's very comfy. When I'm not sitting very crooked in it. Okay. So how can I do it? Okay, so I'll have to get the hand of the character somewhere close to here. And it would be cool if I have another hand of the character. Holding the gun right here, you know. But yeah, because I'm really thinking about it. So where is the best spot to just put the hands of the character, you know? I could just work with them in some way, like this way here, which kind of looks good. To be honest, it doesn't look very bad. But again, it's just because the hands of the character are very simple. And if I just wanted to place it right here, it's not necessarily the best spot for the trigger to be. You know, I could just make it like this, then add one thing like this, you know. This shotgun is looking very strange, to be honest. I feel like this is going to look a lot better right here. But no, I feel like I'm going to add it like this, you know? Like the shotgun is just hiding the hands a little bit. I feel like this is the best way to do it, to be honest. So I don't quite feel. I don't know, dude. Okay, so I can just put it a little downwards, you know, I could just send this entire piece down here and just add one up. It will make the back of the gun a lot thicker. Or if I just do this. Yeah. Kind of works too, but not in a very good way. I don't know, I really like the way that this looks. Yeah, I really don't want to change it. Okay. I'm really liking the way that this shotgun's looking. It's looking very, very good. Very cool. Just see the size, 32 pixels, which is perfect. She is 38 pixels. So the shotgun is 6 pixels bigger than her. I'm very bad at math, sorry. I could just make the shotgun a little smaller, or even a lot smaller if I wanted to, but it looks kind of funky. I kind of want to give that feeling that this gun is huge, right? Because, well, it's in the name of the game. Shotgun Made Cafe is literally the first word of the entire title of the game. It's the word shotgun. It's the word shotgun. And, well, I feel like this is looking like a big shotgun. And if I add this detail here, it can quite feel. Yeah, I feel like I like it a lot better this way, you know? I feel like I like it more this way here. But maybe if I just take this off, you know, and make it more round. But making it more round is not very interesting. I just make it square-ish. I think that I'll just leave it this way, because I feel like it's good. But at the same time, I feel like I'm missing something. If I do it this way, it hides a lot of the normal lights of the gun. Yeah, I feel like I'll just... Ooh, but if I do it this way, it kind of looks a lot better. I feel like I'm going to leave it this way. Or not, because this kind of occupies a lot of space. So I'm going to leave it like this, I think. Or even better, let me try to just change this one position upwards to see how it looks. To just see how it looks. Yeah, I kind of feel like it looks good. Good in this way, you know? Could just make it like this. But then I could just make it like this. And I'll probably just leave it like this. Because, yeah. This shotgun will not have anything to aim with. The shots will be very accurate. But it's not like something that the character can aim with, you know? So this can serve as a aim of some sort. Oh god, I'm very sleepy. Sorry. Okay, so if I'm going to make the... I feel like Let me see, you know, if the hands of the character are this size, they actually quite fit well with the rest of the body, you know. I feel like I'm going to leave it this size. The hands, pretty much. Just going to make a few changes to them whenever I feel I need to. Like, for example, here you can see that I have the shadow, right, in the hand. But I don't quite feel like this hand looks good, you know? I feel like a hand like this would look a lot better. Or yeah, something like this, because let me just think, okay? So, in this perspective, she's actually... Wow, she's actually left-handed here. So, to make it better, I feel like I'll not add hands. Not right now, at least. Yeah, not right now. I'll just leave the shotgun floating for a while. You know, I'll have to change it a lot over the time, so I really don't care. Okay, so I feel it's going to be quite good if the shotgun stays somewhere around here. Too much. Somewhere around here. Something around here, I feel like it's going to be the best option. Just like thinking about the general perspective of the character and everything. Okay, so let me just take this and add to the shotgun itself. Okay. So yeah, if the shotgun is kind of like this, it's kind of perfect, you know? Yeah, it works very, very well. It works really, really well. If the shotgun's like this. Maybe the shotgun is too big. I don't know, maybe I'll just change it a little bit later on, but for what I expected this shotgun to be, is actually very good. Okay, so let me just see. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8 pixels down the line. Or I could just do it as a normal human being. And human being and just change it a little bit. Okay, so why not 5? It would be 34 plus 8 would be 32. Yeah, I feel like 32 is the way to go. I just feel it. So let me just select all of them. So let me just select all of them and change it to 32. So out. Okay, cancel. Let's do it again. You're not seeing it right now, right? Sorry about that, but oh shit. Okay, sorry. But just changing the action point of the character to be like 32. So the gun would just be stuck at 32. Yeah, I feel like this is right, but at the same time, I may use the action point as well. it's kind of tricky to just think about it, okay? Oh, yeah, but for now, I'll do it this way. Maybe later on, I'll have to change it. This is if I ever decide to add cosmetics to this game, right? You know what? I'm kind of stupid. I can just do it one way on the... Yeah, wow. Okay, sorry, I'm kind of stupid. Okay, so the shotgun is in a correct position. Okay, let me just... Yeah, maybe if I put it... No, not further away. I'm going to just leave it like this, you know? Yeah, sorry. Just do this, and then like this. Okay. Then I'm probably going to change it like this, you know? No, you know what? I'm not going to change anything. I'm just going to place it like this in the world. Okay, I'll just remove the first one, and then I'll say shotgun air D1, because it's right down, you know, because the gun will have two, like, we have two states, you know, because you have the down and up, like when the gun is facing downwards, when the gun is facing upwards. What it means is just basically the perspective of the gun. I'll have to rework this entire sprite again, just to make the gun looking to the back, you know? But yeah. Something like this, okay? So let me just change the monitor a little bit, so you can just see me working on the game again. So I feel it's just this. Alright. Okay, now I can just add the gun, right? I'll just do it. Shotgun. Oh yeah. Okay, so let me just see if it works properly. This one is 24. Right. Oh yeah. I'm going to leave the gun down here. Let me just see one very quick thing. Yeah, I don't need all this free space up here. I can just change that later. But not right now. I have other more important stuff to do. Okay, select position, but relative to this one action point. And direction, look in the direction of the mouse cursor. Right, let me just see it. Oh yeah, I forgot to make the to add the movement. Okay, because you know in Click Team we can add physics to the stuff so they can just like have smart rotations, you know. I'll add the bouncing ball physics, but without any velocity, without any acceleration, without any speed or gravity or density, anything like that. I just add it complete 0, and it allows me to use the smart rotation of the object. So now the game understands this shotgun as a bouncing ball, but it's actually a shotgun. Okay, so as you can see, it looks very quirky if you just look to the left, and if you look upwards, it's just kinda not the best either. But if you look downwards to the right, it's kinda good, you know. I feel like I'm going to change the size of the barrels. I feel like it's taking too much space, you know. Oh yeah, and if you look completely down, it's kinda strange, you know. I'll just put it closer to the character in general. Okay, let me just do that very quickly. I'll just place it 2 pixels to the side, I guess. Only 2 pixels to the side. Let me see it, if it works. Alright, oh yeah, I have to change the action point again. Perfect. Let me just see if it works better. Oh yeah, now you can see that it works a lot better. The shotgun is more in the middle of the character, more in the center of the character. More at the center of the character. So at the moment it's just hiding the entire sprite, but when I look upwards, it should do the exact same thing as the revolver do in Hellblind. You know, it just puts the gun on the back layer, you know. But as you can see, it's working pretty good. I kind of like it. Yeah, it's not the best looking shotgun, but I kind of like it. Right. So let's do this, okay? Let's change controls to shotgun, right? So if, oh yeah, so I have to add another object here. I'm kind of going over myself here, okay? A new shotgun, a new object that is going to be from here to there. Actually, it should be good if I have the shotgun right here, okay? So this object is going to be the root of the gun, okay? It's kind of strange to explain, but this one is where the... I could just make like this, but I kind of feel like this. I'll make it like this. If I need to, I'll change it later. Right, oh yeah, but hey, I have to put it right in the middle. Oh yeah, right in the middle. Let me just see. 1, 2, 4. This is the middle. No, you see, this shotgun is actually not centralized. You know what I mean? Yeah, it should be like this. Which I'm not really... Which I'm not really fan of this. No, 7 and then 7. This is perfect. Oh yeah, because I feel it would be really cool if the shotgun just... Sorry, I had to sneeze. Oh yeah, this is very unfortunate. I'm pretty sick. Okay, so... Yeah, the shotgun is not looking very good. Okay, but I know how to fix it. Oh yeah, let me just re-import the sprite here. Perfect. And then the shotgun is actually 1 pixel down from where it was before. But now I have a... But now it's perfectly... It's now in the perfect center, right? Of the thing, okay? So this is going to be the shotgun hitbox. hitbox. Actually, yeah, it's going to be called shotgun hitbox. I don't care. Okay, so as you can see, I created a new object. Okay, let me show you. Shotgun hitbox. This object here is the core of the shotgun. It's very hard to see. Yeah, wait, I forgot the shotgun. Pretty sure that I just added it. Yeah, okay. Now it's right. Okay, so this is this line here, this brown string, how can I call it? This line here is just the hitbox of the shotgun, right? So whenever projectiles come out of the shotgun, it will not check for the position for this sprite here. It will check for the position for this one here. So whenever I add more animations to the shotgun, I don't have to manually change a lot of stuff, you know, I can just change it once here, not on the main sprite, okay? So let me just add this here. Yeah. Now I have to do the exact same thing that I did, but with this here, okay? Just create any one of these. The same thing that I did with the shotgun to the shotgun hitbox, right? Just make it follow the player and look in the direction of the cursor, right? Very simple, very easy. Okay, and now let me just test it to see if it's working. Oh yeah, you see that that line is just moving with the shotgun. It's very hard to see because it's in the same color, but I'll hide that line anyways. So it really doesn't matter, right? Okay, so as you can see, the shotgun is pretty much the same. It's the same thing that I showed you earlier. Now what I have to do is every time that this direction here is any one of these up directions, right, is looking upwards, or if it's looking downwards, perfect, it will just change this order, move behind of this object here. But if it's like this, it will order move in front of this object here. So now what it happens is this, okay? So the shotgun just moves in front and behind depending on where you're looking. If you're looking upwards, shotgun is going to be like behind you. If you're looking downwards, shotgun is going to be right in front of you, right? Now I can already see that shotgun is too far behind. I could just make it like not wider, but make it a little bit more long, or just move it a few pixels to the right. I don't know which one I'll do, but yeah, shotgun is kinda too short, which is kinda ironic because look at the size of this gun. It's pretty much the size of the character, but her head is so big that the gun is just not big enough to to go fully across her head and everything. Okay, but I'm thinking, but in terms of visuals, at the moment with just these two here, is looking very good. Yeah. But there's one last thing that I really need to do, and let me just move. Okay, sorry about that. Let me just move to the other monitor, right? To this monitor here, right? Yeah. What I have to do is just change the shotgun. Okay, not this one here. I'll just flip it to the other way, you know? And then, okay, sorry about that. Shotgun LD1. Perfect. Okay, now let's switch back to the other one. Oh yeah, and now let me just add another animation here. I'll add to this direction here. That I'll just use this sprite here that I created right now. Set the action point and everything works fine. Okay, so now what I'll do is, okay, so you can see that shotgun still don't look the right way, you know, it's kind of upside down here. This is why I'll have to change it. Whenever this direction is looking anywhere to the right, or is looking anywhere to the left, I'll change it later, right? Because now I only have the shotgun sprites aiming downwards, but when I have the shotgun sprites aiming upwards, I'll have to change these events here. But that's not a problem. Okay, then I'll just change the direction of animation, right, to this one, and then here I'll change the direction of the animation to the left side. So now it's completely broken. Right, if I just change to this one, it simply does not work. The reason for this is... why? Why is this even happening? Huh. Oh yeah, it's not set direction. No, it's not set direction. It's set the direction animation. Change direction of animation. Yeah, that's it. Now it should work. I actually done this so much time, so many times, and I still cannot fully figure out how to do it. First try, right? Okay, so now you can see that shotgun looks backwards and to the left and downwards. It has a very like brute transition, very stiff transition here, but it's kind of good enough, you know. This shotgun is very bulky. I think that I'll change the sprite maybe next stream, tomorrow, because today I'm feeling very sick. I think I'm going to sleep very soon, so yeah. But yeah, now you can see that the shotgun is completed in a way, you know. It's not completed, but the base sprite is here. I can already change it a lot of stuff. Like I can already feel like I have to change a lot of stuff. For example, the whole position of the shotgun is very bad. The size of the shotgun in general does not fit very correctly, because when you think about the sprites on the sprite editor is something, but when you put them into the game is a completely different stuff, right? It's a completely different vision as well. So if you just have them on the sprite editor and just make everything without even testing it, it's not going to look very good, you know? Oh yeah, so now you can see that the sprite animation the walking animation actually don't look very good. But at the same time, it don't look as bad as it was back in the sprite editor, right? Yeah. Perfect. Now that the shotgun is working, like just the basics of the shotgun is working, I feel like I'm going to stop the stream right now. Okay, I'm going to just chill a little bit and relax a little bit. Tomorrow I'll keep working on the game. For the first day, however, I'm not very satisfied because I thought that I would manage to do a lot more today. But at the same time, it's just the first day and I unfortunately got sick, which is very, very, very bad timing. But at the same time, what can I do about it, right? I just have to deal with it, and it's not that much big of a deal. It's just that I'm kind of tired right now, and I cannot like keep working right now. I'm making mistakes that are too simple for me to doing right now, and I cannot feel like I can fully fix the issues right now. So I'll leave all of that for tomorrow. Okay. Sorry if this stream was not short, because it's already 2 hours long, but I think it might be a little bit boring just watching me making the shotgun, but I really hope that you enjoyed it. Okay, so let me just put it on the sprite again. Yeah. Let me just do this and this. Okay. Now we are in the sprite again with the upside down shotgun. And just change it. Okay, so you can see that shotgun would fit perfectly right here, you know? It's perfectly 16 pixels tall. But unfortunately, the barrels are not right in the middle. Okay, they seem to be, but this one is just 8 and 1 2. This one is just 6. So yeah, the shotgun middle is exactly like this. And why does it matter, you might be thinking? Okay, it matters a lot, because whenever I make the projectiles, the projectile that will come out of the shotgun will come out of this section here, right? And it will come out right from the middle of the gun. But the middle of the gun must be perfectly centralized with the middle of the screen, you know, the canvas. So it works better, you know, it feels more beautiful and just connects a little bit better, because imagine it's just a chain of objects that must be connected perfectly for it to be beautiful or for it to look good. So making this kind of detail is very important, you know, but see that it's not the perfect center of the shotgun, because if it was perfect center, it would be 1 pixel tall, 1 pixel upwards, right? And then the center would be right here. Yeah, right at the exit of the down barrel, right? But this is not where I want it to be, because the shots will also come out like 1 pixel downwards, where they should actually come out. So this is why I do this. On the barrel, I just check the center of the barrel, not the center of the entire gun, because I have to think about where the projectile will come out, you know, and it will come out right at the ending, right at the end of the barrels, right? So I have to think about the center of the barrels, not the center of the gun. The great majority of cases, the center of the barrel is not the center of the gun, right? They're just very, very, like, rare occasions where the center of the gun is also the center of the canvas. Like, for an example, if I'm making a bow and arrow or a crossbow, I would do that because the perspective is a little bit different. But when I'm making a firearm, like for an example, a gun, a shotgun, a pistol, a revolver, a rifle, anything like that, I like to put the center of the screen on the center of the canvas, actually on the center of the barrels, right? Yeah, I think that's it. There's nothing else for me to just cover right now. I feel like everything that had to be said is now said, and everything that had to be done is now done. Not done, but kinda in the way, you know? Kinda in the right way. I'm taking very slow steps, but I'm reaching there sometime. I really hope that I can manage to make this game under October. I have a lot more work to do. Like, the basics of the game are taking me so long. But I hope to feel better soon, actually. Tomorrow is going to be a very hard day because of my sickness. But I hope to feel better. very soon, like this week. Still, I feel like I'm going to feel better this week, and then I can return to work a lot, right? But yeah, I feel like for this stream, that's good enough. Thank you so much for being here with me and for watching. Sorry again for any weird stuff that happened here, for any weird stuff that I said, or if it's too boring. It's just a process, and sometimes life just trolls a lot. So yeah, but relax, take it easy. That's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to relax a little and then go to sleep, because tomorrow morning I'll be streaming again. This is something very interesting because I was thinking about the time zones, right? I'm on Brazil. So right now it's 10 p.m. and 30 minutes, right? So it's 10:30 p.m. right here. Very close to, not very close, but kind of close to 11 p.m., which is the time that I usually go to sleep. Okay. So yeah, this is why I'm ending the stream right now as well. So yeah, if you want to comment down the time that you're watching this. I imagine that for the majority of you, not the majority, but for some of you, it's going to be already day 2 when this stream is live. But for me, it's only day 1. Okay, so this is the second stream for day 1. Tomorrow, I'll come back to work on this game even more, on the shotgun, on the character a little bit. Maybe start adding collisions and make the layout of the cafeteria, something like that. It's going to be very fun. So yeah, hope that you all have a good night. Let me just take off the soundtrack. Hope you all have a good night and feel well, I really hope that you can relax right now, and I really hope that you enjoyed the stream. Yeah. See you very soon then. So thank you again, and goodbye.